Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel T-Spot. In this video, after an incredible 5th episode, will Outlander Season 7 continue to amaze me? I certainly have high hopes. I watched the promo for Episode 6 and returned to the official trailer for the entire season to see what could happen in the next episode. I might have even done research on the Revolutionary War. The things I do for Outlander. Well, let's review them all together to glimpse Episode 6. I will start with the name of the episode, Where the Waters Meet. It wasn't too challenging to learn what this could be referring to. If you remember, Claire and Jamie were stationed at Fort Ticonderoga. The place's name comes from an Iroquois word that means the junction of two waterways. So where the waters meet most likely refers to Fort Ticonderoga and what happens there. Continuing with the synopsis will give us more knowledge about this episode. The synopsis reads Jamie and Claire help civilians flee. Ticonderoga. After the fort falls into British hands, Roger discovers the identity of the mysterious nuclei. The first part of the synopsis is not a surprise because the evacuation started at the end of the previous episode. But of course, the British won't let go of the Americans quickly. In actual historical accounts, after the Continental Army withdrew, gunfire was exchanged, and there were a few casualties, but there was no official battle. The second part of the synopsis is about Roger discovering the identity of the nuclei. I have been talking about who this monster could be in my latest videos. To be specific, it is another time traveler visiting from the past, Buck Mackenzie. He was seen briefly in Season 5, and now a new actor will play the character. He probably found himself time traveling like Claire, and when he ended up in Scotland, he wanted to see Lallybroch and the people living in it. That is why he has been watching the house and talking to the kids. I thought he would be revealed in Episode 5, but he will be in Episode 6. Now let's look at the preview. It starts with this shot of boats. The next shot shows Claire and Jamie helping people get off the boats. So they are civilians from Fort Ticonderoga. I still think about poor Walter, though. He was such a lovely man who went through a traumatic experience. I wish there was a way for him to run away as well. I should move on before I begin to cry. The continuing scenes of the preview show that they are hiding from the British. Jamie and young Ian are trying to distract the British, while the civilians can run away. This is where Jamie and Claire might depart for a little while. In the official Season 7 trailer, there was a scene where Claire and Jamie were saying goodbye to each other. It's the same as the one in the preview. Their clothes and even the time of day are the same. Claire will stay with the civilians while Jamie and young Ian distract the British. The preview even shows Jamie killing a British soldier. In another shot, young Ian walks and Jamie is behind carrying something or someone. What is that? The next scene is Rachel speaking to a woman, probably one of the civilians. Rachel says, "I trust him." I don't know if she talks about Jamie, young Ian, or her brother Denzel. Then we see Claire and Jamie arriving at a camp with soldiers. Claire says this is a turning point for the American cause. As a history buff, I know what she's talking about. She's referring to the two battles of Saratoga, which occurred after the siege of Fort Ticonderoga. In the first battle, the American side loses, but in the second they win, which helps them achieve the revolution in the long run. And these battles are seen as the turning points of the revolution, as Claire says in the preview. Then Janie says, Scotland will have to wait a while longer. I cannot leave the fight now. I knew Jamie would fight in the war, so this was not a surprise. But I don't know if the battles will happen in this episode or the others. The 8th episode of this season is titled Turning Points. So the final battle could be in that episode. Do you remember this horrible shot from the official trailer? It could be from Episode 8. Back to the preview. Bree and Roger are looking at a map. I can't see the map's details, so I don't know what this scene could be about. Then there is an emotional Claire and Jamie scene. This is the same goodbye scene I talked about earlier. Then William is seen for a quick moment. He appears to be at a camp, making me wonder if he will fight against his real father. He probably will. Then more cute scenes between young Ian and Rachel. These two are in love, I'm saying. Then the trailer ends with Roger sprinting out of the house in anger. I'm guessing he sees the Knuckle V and is trying to catch it. I'm ready for the big revelation. Are you? For the next 3 episodes, we may see battle-focused scenes on the one hand and Knuckle V-centered ones on the other. I am not ashamed to say that for the first time in Outlander history, Roger and Bree's storyline excites me more than Jamie and Claire's. Here, I said it. What about you? Do you like the 20th century storyline better than the 18th century one? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.